Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to Nazi Styles YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to teach you how I made this beautiful tulip sleeve, also known as a petal sleeve. If this is something you're interested in, let's get right into the video. From the top of the pattern paper, I came down by 1 inch and rolled a line across. There would be the border line where my measurement will be starting from. From the border line, I'll come down by 4 inches and also roll another line. Starting from the 4 inches line, I'm going to measure and mark the length of the sleeve. On the 4 inches line, I'll come in by 3 inches and place a mark there. From that 3 inches mark, I will use my free hand to just draw a sleeve curve like so. But if you have your basic sleeve pattern at this point, you can place it there and trace it out, okay? But just follow these steps, it's very simple. Starting from the beginning of the sleeve curve, I'm going to measure and mark my round armhole measurement divided by 2. Then I'm going to be adding extra 3.5 inches to this measurement, okay? Round armhole divided by 2 plus extra 3.5 inches, okay? I'll check how many inches I have here, then I'll carry the same figure and place it on the sleeve hem. Then I'll connect the two marks together using my straight ruler. The next thing I will do now is to come over to this border line and then use a curve to connect to the sleeve. Now, if you're confused about how many inches to use, you can just come in from the border line by 4 inches and connect this curve. For me, I used my eye gauge and free hand to achieve this, okay? Just blend in the curve like so. The next thing is to cut out the sleeve, but then this pattern paper is supposed to be on fold before drafting, but not to worry, I have another pattern paper on fold. I'm going to be placing it under this one that we just finished drafting now. Then I'll align it very well at the folded part, then I'll go ahead to cut out the sleeve. This is what it should look like when you open it up. So I'm going to be working on this one that we cut on fold. The other one is no longer useful at this moment, okay? The first thing I will do is to place a little notch at the center of the sleeve. From the center of the sleeve, which is also the midpoint of the sleeve, I'll come out by 5 inches. Just watch carefully to see how I'm going to measure the 5 inches on top of that curve. Then I'll place a mark there. From that center of the sleeve again, the midpoint, I'm going to come down by 9 inches and place a mark there. This 9 inches is exactly on that center line, the folded line. On the hem of the sleeve, starting from the center line, from the center of the sleeve, the folded part of the sleeve, I will measure and mark 4 inches. Okay, I'll go in by 4 inches. Now we're going to be connecting these marks together. Just watch to see how I'll connect the marks. Before connecting, let me quickly run through the measurements again. I came up by 5 inches from the center at this point, and I came down by 9 inches. And at the hem, I went in by 4 inches, okay? Let me also use arrows to represent the direction of the marks. Now I'll bring in my curve ruler and I'll connect starting from that 5 inches mark. I'll connect to the 9 inches mark. You can also make use of your free hand for this, okay? I'll connect it to this 9 inches mark. Then from the 9 inches mark, I'll connect to the 4 inches mark. The next step is to cut out. I'm going to be cutting on this curved line that I just made now. My beautiful people, this is actually the petal sleeve. Okay, just follow me. Let's move to the next step. So here I have my fabrics on fold and I've placed the sleeve pattern on the fabric. I have 2 pieces of the main fabric on fold and 2 pieces of the lining fabric on fold as well. Remember, I am cutting 2 sleeves, okay, one for one armhole and one for the other armhole. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to first of all remove this part of the ankara that has a white line. I'll go ahead now and cut out the sleeve, but on this part that I'm pointing at, I'm going to be adding extra 0.5 inch as I am cutting. I'll proceed to cut out the other parts of the sleeve without adding any extra. You remember the part of the sleeve I notched, the top of the sleeve, that center of the sleeve I notched that time. I am going to be notching it again on this fabric. I will make it very visible because it will guide us in this sleeve making. It is very important. I will notch that part again. After cutting, you should have 4 pieces of the lining and also 4 pieces of the main fabric or any fabric you're using as your main fabric. I'll go ahead and iron this light interfacing on all the pieces. So this is what it should look like after ironing the interfacing on all the pieces of fabric we're using for this sleeve. I have aligned and pinned down all the fabrics in twos, right side facing each other. Then I'll go ahead and join each of them, each of the pair. These parts that look straight, I'm going to be joining it using 0.5 inch seam allowance. I will do that and show you the outcome. After stitching, the next thing is to press open the seam allowance. As you can see in the video, I did that for both the lining and the fabric. Then I'm going to be matching this lining and fabric right side facing each other, and I'll align that part that I stitched to match very well. Okay, and I'm going to be sewing on this bigger curved area. I'll sew 0.5 inch to join these 2 fabrics together. I'll do that and show you. Okay, after sewing, I'll go ahead and notch that part. You know, when you sew on a curve, you should always notch it to help it relax well. I'm going to be notching this whole part, and after notching, I'll reduce the seam. I'll trim off some excesses around that area, the seam allowance. I'll reduce it with my scissors then before I proceed to the next step. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and will open up the fabric on the wrong side of the sleeve like so. I'm going to be top stitching this seam allowance towards the lining, okay? And after that, I will take it to my ironing table and give it a very nice press. This is what it should look like after giving it a very nice press. Okay, remember this part of the sleeve is still open. It's open, then the notch is still there. The part that I notched is still there. Okay, now before I proceed to the next step, I'll come in with my velvet bias tape and I'll be attaching it to the tip of the sleeve, the part that is sewn already. I'll just take it to my sewing machine and top stitch this velvet bias tape on top of that part. So this is what I have here. It's looking so beautiful already. and I've gone ahead to repeat this process for the second sleeve. Okay, you repeat exactly the whole process for the second sleeve, and I've gotten to this stage or as well for the second sleeve. Okay, I will set one sleeve apart and show you how to finish up using one sleeve. Please pay close attention to this next step. It's very important. The first thing is to locate the first notch on the sleeve and locate the second notch as well. Now, to form the petal, the tulip, or whatever name, you're going to be matching these two notches together. Okay, you'll carry one part of the notch and place it on top of the other notch, okay, in an overlapped manner like so. Just watch carefully. When you do that, you use your pin to hold it down at that point. So you're going to understand what we are doing now. As you can see, the petal sleeve has formed already. Now if you miss it at this point, you will miss it entirely. You overlap the other notch on top of the second notch. Use your pin to hold it down. It's as simple as ABC. So this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to do now is to fold the sleeve into two equal parts like so. Then starting from the armhole side, I'll take my round armhole divided by 2. I'm going to be measuring that starting from this part that goes into the armhole. I'll measure and mark my round armhole divided by 2, and I'll place a little mark and a little notch there. After that, I'll go ahead to pleat the excess. That is what will give it that puffy effect at the shoulder area. I'll just pleat it a little bit into the armhole. After pleating, you can do this while attaching the sleeve to the armhole, or you do it before attaching, whichever one is fine. You see our petal sleeve, see how beautiful it looks. I'll just go ahead to attach this to my armhole, to the armhole of the blouse. I've successfully attached the beautiful petal sleeve to the armhole of my blouse, and it looks so cute. My beautiful people, please, if this video was helpful to you, help me touch the like button. Then go ahead to touch the subscribe button, and remember to leave a nice comment below, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video. See you in my next video. Bye.